And I mean, he's so explosive, man. And he's improved the
playmaking. Exactly. He's improved so much with his playmaking, and you've seen him make the jump. You know, just from last year's playoff run all the way to just one playoff series right there.
2 to play in the third. Fun game here in the Twin Cities. Look at the moves by Edwards. Swashbuckling and slamming. Anthony Edwards skies.
There's a new name taking over the NBA, and it's not just hype. It's Anthony Edwards. The man they call Ant has become one of the most electrifying, efficient, and downright unstoppable forces in basketball.
Didn't lose confidence. You gotta have confidence at an all-time high. And I never lack that, so I'm always be good.
He's not just rising, he's erupting. And what makes it all the more fascinating? He's doing it with a swagger that feels both brand new and timeless, like something ripped straight out of the 90s but fine-tuned for today's game. Anthony Edwards is the player every team dreams of drafting, explosive, fearless, and most importantly, evolving fast. And the league is finally starting to realize Ant isn't coming for the throne. He might already be sitting on it. Let's rewind for a second. Coming out of Georgia, the talent was obvious. Edwards was a high-flying, trash-talking highlight machine. But the doubts were loud. Scouts questioned his shot selection. Analysts picked apart his effort on defense. And maybe the harshest critique of all, they weren't even sure he loved the game. So when the Minnesota Timberwolves used the #1 overall pick on him in 2020, it didn't feel like a sure thing. It felt risky. Minnesota, a franchise haunted by missed opportunities and irrelevance since Kevin Garnett's departure, was desperate for something, anything to believe in. And that's when Ant arrived. From his very first games, Edwards didn't just play, he attacked. He dunked with violence. He launched step-backs like he had nothing to lose. And he smiled the whole way through. That charisma, it wasn't just for the cameras. It was real. It was magnetic. In his rookie season, Ant averaged nearly 20 points a game. He wasn't perfect. The decision-making needed work. The efficiency was shaky. But the flashes? Oh, they were undeniable. He didn't win Rookie of the Year. That went to LaMelo Ball. But Anthony Edwards left that season with something more valuable: momentum. And from that moment forward, he never looked back. Year 2 came with improvement. Year 3, a breakout. By year 4, Edwards had officially arrived. He earned all NBA honors. He led the Timberwolves to the Western Conference Finals, their first time back in 2 decades. And the scary part? That might have just been the beginning. In year 5, he leveled up again. The stats tell one part of the story: 27.6 points per game, 5.7 rebounds, 4.5 assists. But stats don't capture the full picture. Because what sets Ant apart isn't just what he does, it's how he does it. He plays like the moment was made for him. Big crowds, he feeds off them. Big matchups, he circles them on his calendar. Big shots, he takes them and hits them. Anthony Edwards plays every game like it's personal. And the comparisons, they're piling up fast. Dwyane Wade, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan. Usually those names get tossed around lightly, but with Ant, they feel earned. Like Wade, Edwards explodes in transition. That first step is lethal. He can go from standing still to flying through the lane in a blink. And when he gets airborne, good luck. He absorbs contact, finishes through it, and lands like it was nothing. Like Kobe, he plays with an edge. The footwork, the mid-range touch, the intensity. He doesn't just want to win, he wants to dismantle his opponent. Edwards has that Mamba energy. You can feel it. And then there's the MJ talk. Yeah, it sounds crazy, But when you look closely, the body control, the hang time, the confidence, it's there. He's not just flashy, he's surgical, he's composed, he's spooky. But here's what makes Anthony Edwards even more special. He's not trying to be the next anybody. He's building something entirely his own. This is a player who can give you 30 on any night and make it look effortless. He can shoot the three at volume, attack the rim with ferocity, and defend your best player on the other end. That's not common. That's rare. That's elite. During the 2024 to 2025 season, Ant shot nearly 45% from the field, almost 40% from deep, and over 83% from the free throw line. He didn't just shoot a lot, he shot smart. His three-point volume was Steph Curry level. Literally, the only player who hit threes at that clip with more accuracy was Steph himself. And it's not just threes. His shot selection has matured. Gone are the wild fadeaways and rushed heat checks. Now he picks his spots with purpose. He knows when to attack, when to pull back, and when to find the open man. He's also become a two-way beast. On defense, he takes the toughest assignments. Guards, wings, even bigs on switches. He doesn't back down. Opponents shoot significantly worse with him on the court, especially inside 10 feet. But his true dominance shows up when the lights are brightest. Let's talk playoffs. Against the Phoenix Suns, Edwards dropped 33 points per game in the series, outshining both Kevin Durant and Devin Booker. He bullied his way to the basket, shot lights out from deep, and played physical defense that disrupted Phoenix's rhythm all series long. Then came Denver, the reigning champs. Jokic, Murray, MPJ. And what did Edwards do? He went right at them. He averaged 29 points, 6 boards, and 5 assists, and hit big shots in the clutch again and again. He even hit a game winner that silenced Ball Arena and sent the Timberwolves to the next round. Then came the showdown against the Lakers, LeBron James and Luka Doncic sharing the backcourt. And guess what? Ant didn't blink. He put up 26.8 points, 8.4 rebounds, and 6.2 assists across 5 games. But more than that, he controlled the pace. He made the Lakers play on his terms. Minnesota finished them in 5 games. And when reporters asked him what it meant, Edwards smiled and said, "It's just the beginning." This isn't just talk anymore. This is legacy building. Edwards is doing things that haven't been done in Minnesota since KG. And honestly, offensively, he's already passed him. He's the heartbeat, the engine, the entire identity of a team that used to be a punchline. The Wolves now have one of the top defenses in the league, in large part because of Edwards' leadership. He's loud on switches, locked in on rotations, and unafraid to hold teammates accountable. And fans? They feel it. Target Center is rocking again. Timberwolves jerseys are selling out. Kids across the country are mimicking Ant's moves, quoting his interviews and saying, "That's my favorite player." The media, they're catching on too. Former players, analysts, legends, all singing the same tune. Charles Barkley said Ant has the most star power since young Kobe. Kendrick Perkins called him the best two-way guard in the league. And Shaq? Shaq said he sees a future MVP. Even international stars like Luka and Giannis have praised him. Because Ant doesn't just put on a show, he raises the standard. The metrics back it up too. His usage rate is in the 98th percentile among combo guards. That means the Wolves run everything through him, like prime James Harden. But Ant's still efficient. His points per 100 shot attempts are elite, ranking in the 85th percentile league-wide. His on-off splits? Even crazier. With Ant on the court, Minnesota is plus 4 points per 100 possessions better. Offensively, they shoot better, attack more, and turn it over less. Defensively, they communicate better and scramble with purpose. He's not just a scorer, he's a closer, a tone setter, a problem solver. And what's wild? He's still just 23. At this age, most players are figuring it out. Ant's already figured out how to lead, dominate, and entertain, all at once. And he's not satisfied. Every summer, he works. He studies tape, refines footwork, sharpens his handle, adds counters. He's built like a superstar, trains like a vet, and plays like a warrior. He's also hilarious. His press conferences are viral gold. He jokes with reporters, praises his teammates, and never shies away from the spotlight. But under all that charisma is a killer instinct, one that shows up when it matters most. Late in the fourth, he wants the ball, down by 3. He pulls up from deep. Crowd roaring, he silences them. Or better yet, gets them on their feet. He has that rare it factor. That spark you can't coach, that magnetism you can't manufacture. And the craziest part? We're still just scratching the surface. Imagine Edwards with a few more years of experience. A refined post-game, a deeper playmaking bag, a more consistent floater or fadeaway. He's already elite, and yet he's only getting better. He's not just trying to be the best shooting guard in the league. He's aiming higher, best player, period. So yeah, if you're not watching Anthony Edwards closely, you're missing out on a generational talent taking shape in real time. He's redefining the Minnesota Timberwolves. Redefining what it means to be a two-way guard, and maybe, just maybe, he's redefining the next chapter of NBA superstardom. Ant isn't waiting for the league to give him respect. He's taking it. Game by game, dunk by dunk, statement by statement. So here's the truth. Anthony Edwards isn't next. He's already here, and the NBA knows it.
You know, they got KD, but we got Jaden McDaniels.